Hi, it's Kane with S&B, and today we're going to be installing our cold air intake kit on this awesome Escalade-V. We're going to get into the cab and we are going to disable the air filter life. Then we're going to get removing the stock airbox and get our high flow and S&B intake on. To disable your air filter life, you're going to hit the information icon and you're going to toggle right over here to air filter life, and we are going to disable. So once air filter life's disabled, turn the vehicle off and we'll remove the stock intake. Now the first step is going to be removing all these push pins that are holding onto the shroud. We're going to remove the shroud so we can get to the front scoop. Now we're going to set the shroud to the side. And there's one more push pin to get. Now this front scoop, we're not going to have to remove it, but we're just going to get it popped out of the place. It's connected to the airbox. That'll make it easier when we get the airbox out. Now with the 10 mil, we're going to remove this coolant tank. Just going to give us a little more space when we get in our S&B intake. Now to remove this harness, you're going to be pull it forward and it just slides right out. All right, now we're going to disconnect the MAF. The red safety comes out. Depress the button, slides right off. We're also going to get these hose clamps loosened. We're just going to go ahead and loosen all three. Get these hose, this whole main hose off. Then next for the airbox, there's a captive washer right here mounting the airbox down, and then on the rear it's just held in by push prongs, but you can see that right there, and again with the 10 mil. And one thing I just didn't mention was the quick connect that I already had disconnected. So to disconnect this, just depress the button and just pulls right off. Now to remove the box, it's on this stud that you just removed that captive nut washer from. So we'll lift up, push away from the prongs in the rear. Get this to squeeze out. Now we'll get this removed from the vehicle. Next is going to be assembling the S&B intake box. The front compression molded rubber piece goes in our inlet. The 90-degree piece with the rubber grommet gets snapped in, as well as the injection mold piece that's going to hold the harness. This will be facing up, then as well as the grommets for the S&B prongs. Then now we're ready to get this installed. What we also did, just getting everything ready, is we found the S&B clear lid and put the clear lid seal around the clear lid. Now when getting the box installed, it might make it easier to take off one of the grommets, and then it needs to go underneath this wire harness. Okay, and now we'll need to get the grommet reinstalled. Now while we have the box still loose, we're going to get the OEM scoop pushed into the inlet for the box. Now we have the tube going through the box. We'll reinstall this push pin for the tube. As well as the captive washer. Just goes over that stud. Get it installed by hand, then we'll stick a socket through the hole in the S&B box. Then after you put in the captive washer, you can put in this plug. Now we'll grab the fuse box. There might be a push pin that just needs to come out to give it enough slack. Now we'll reinstall the reservoir. All right, now we're going to be transferring over the math. You can see the QR code. That reader is going to be facing towards the supercharger. And we'll be using this was pre-installed by us, but now you'd have to take your math pad as well as the injection molded math pad, lay them down on the tube, and then the injection molded piece. Now with the included S&B bolts. Get this locked down. Now we're going to take the S&B filter, whether if you got the dry or the oiled one. We're going to get it snapped into the box with the hose clamp on. After we have that snapped in, now we're going to get the tube. Looks like we just need to loosen the hose clamp and we can get this tube all the way snapped in. Now we're going to install the smaller tube, and you can see the S&B compared to the OEM. The OEM just sandwiches right there at the throttle body. We opened ours up as big as we can get, and just had a ton of improvement in airflow compared to this piece. We'll set this one aside, and then we'll get this one installed and get the quick connect to the crankcase fitting. Now it might be easier to get the small tube on first. Now we did include indicators on the tube. You can leave the hose clamps loose and get these indicators lined up together. Now we got everything assembled nice. We're gonna get these hose clamps tightened up. We already got the hose clamp that's connected to the tube tightened. And then one on the filter. Now we're going to install the S&B clear lid that already has the seal around it. Now we're going to grab the OEM shroud, get this into place, and get all the push pins pushed back in. We will be all set. Thank you for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions. Our website is smbfilters.com, so sbfilters.com, and please reach out if you need anything. Thank you.